everyone, and welcome back to another Peak Forest video. We're going to be looking at the 4F today, and we're going to be doing quite a cool stuff. You can see we're not at the front, we're at the back. We are going to be banking a service up the hill with all of these loaded limestone ICI wagons. So it did actually start in the 8F, but I ran to the back because we can actually use the 4F to bank the train up the hill. So thanks to Paul, train sim driver, showing how to do this. But if you come to the back, once you load into one of the 8F services, really high up, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Almost seems higher up than the 8F or the Jubilee. Really high up. Right, let's get up. Let's get that shut. Let's sit here. Right, so let's get it all set up. So yeah, we're heading up to, I think is it Rowsley? Actually, no, it does say on there actually. Northwick. So yeah, some up there, that's where we're going, before the massive long tunnel. It's quite noisy, the safety valve as well, so I have turned down the audio a little bit. Let's set that to 75 forward. There we go, that should be that. We'll get them released. Where's the large ejector on this one? I found it before. Large ejector. There's a small. Is that the large one? Where's the large one? Large ejector. There it is there. Quickly get that open to help release the brakes. Now I can barely hear it now. Let me turn that back up a little bit for me. I'm going to get a little bit of throttle, just a little bit, just to sort of make sure we don't start rolling back, as that wouldn't be any good. But the brakes actually haven't fully come off yet, so I actually had to go back to the preview stream for this, as they did. But in the braking, I think braking the bank scenario, it tells you what the whistle codes are. So a single short whistle is used while stationary to alert others that the train's about to move. So we'll do that, and then two crow whistles, which are basically just two whistles that alerts the other locomotive at the front to release the brakes. So let's do that. Ready? And it should. There you go. You can see it's now releasing the brakes at the front, which is really, really cool the way it sort of that works. And then we can slowly start getting or start moving off. Very slowly. Very slowly. We get the cylinders shut. There you go. We're banking up the hill. That's great. Is there one? Another one was one long whistle when you're off-road to pass a signal at danger. How's that getting on? Well, it's wheel slipping a little bit, I think. But we are slowly but surely moving. We don't want to overdo it, really, do we? The brake should be off. And it is wheel slipping a bit, but we are gaining speed. So I suppose that's the main thing. So as long as we're gaining speed, that's all I really care about. Off we go though, as that slowly but surely builds up. 1.4 now. How much of it does this actually weigh? 931 tons. Wow, I mean that is quite a lot for sort of a UK freight train, especially I suppose of this time. 931 tons. So we're quite, well, yeah, quite heavy. But we slowly make our way up. It's a 1 in 90 at the moment, so it's not exactly a pleasant gradient. So we'll just let it do its thing. Hopefully that can sort of stop wheel slipping soon, and that would really help, obviously, get the speed up. I hope we don't start slowing down. That wouldn't be any good. It's gradually building up. It's just the wheel slip. And look at that, that's really... If I press X now, will that also... No, but we are moving anyway. just slowly. Hopefully that will stop in a second, and then... Well, not stop, but speed up. 1.6. As I was in a way, we're sort of pushing up the gradient, aren't we? Let's fly to the front. And we are still slowly moving, so that's really all what matters. As long as we are moving, then I'm happy. I'm going to quickly turn off the markers as well. HUD and gameplay. Get that off. Get that off. There you go. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's go to the front. I feel like the brakes might be on in there. So let's go and have a look. So technically we are still driving that end, aren't we? Oh, it's set to release. Okay, it's going to be just quite slow getting up then. We'll get there. You can see it's actually, it's linked to our one. I've just moved off reverse when it's done it for that one as well. So it's just a very slow process, but we are slowly speeding up. But that's not particularly great. That, as you can see, that's wheel slipping quite a bit. I feel like we should be going slightly quicker, but I mean at least we are, you know, we're moving. So that's the main thing, and we are still gaining speed as well. And off goes the safety valve, of course. So as we're going to have a little look. In fact, let's just leave it. I mean, there's not a lot we can do whilst we're going up. We'll sort of let it roll. So what can we do on this one? So this would sort of be your seat for the farming. Not really much of a seat for the driver though. Just stand at driver's position. Got the, I suppose that's the handbrake there. Can we move it? Okay, you can't use this one, but you can use that one there. Got the shovel there as well. Steam firing mode should be set to automatic, so we should be okay. Might check that in a second, just the way it's not there, but we should be alright. It's probably because the fireman's at the front. I just hope we can still maintain our pressure. Almost at 2 miles an hour now, so it's quite slow, but you know, we are moving up quite a steep gradient. Doesn't help the fact that one's wheel slipping quite a bit. Look at that, what are you doing? Stop wheel slipping. So we could pop that down a bit, couldn't we? Would that actually help out of it? It might. Oh, that's coming down now. Just a little bit more, but not enough for wheel slip. So you got to be really, really careful. Because now we're not really putting on enough really now. Let's put it back up to 75 or so. Right, let's quickly sort of pop that down just a little bit. Just to try and just get it rolling again. But not send it wheel slip. There we go. That looks better. Yes. Yes, that's much better now. Right, that's not wheel slipping and we're gaining speed alright. So I think we might have sorted that. Just put a little bit too much on there. That seems to be all good now though. Makes it more exciting. Okay, right. We are getting there now then. Good. Well, we've sorted that out then. So just be gentle. We are now making our way up onto the out of the siding. A little bit more power. So I suppose the thing you do want to look out for is basically just the 8F. Just make sure that's working. Make sure it's not wheel slipping. But yeah, we're banking it up the hill. Which they did say this was the first route to have banking, but I think what they meant by that maybe is the first UK steam route of banking. As there's another German route, main Spessart and that has banking on it to get up the Spessart ramp. Yeah, this is much better now. We'll get our light on as we're going to go into the tunnel. Yeah, making our way up. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Look at the steam in the tunnel up ahead. Cool. Probably shouldn't be doing the whistle. Probably confuse the driver ahead. This is brilliant though as we make our way up. And we've got a little bit of speed on us now as well. That's going up quite nicely as well. So it just needs a bit of a helping hand getting up to where did it say we were taking this? Oh, actually no, we're probably not going to Northwich. But no, I think we're taking it up to Peak Forest. I think. I'm still learning the route. Right, let's put that down a bit. Put that right down actually. Let's do 50. Doesn't it fantastic in the tunnel though? Look at the steam. Look at this though. Banking up the gradient. Got the light on. The fires are going. Steam's sort of above us. It's brilliant. And listen to that. Brilliant. Pressure's still looking good. Safety valve still obviously going off as well. So you just got to be gentle. They were a little bit rough to begin with and they didn't like that. We are now on the move. What's that there? What was that? Was that a bit of steam there? I don't know, it's like a weird floating thing. It's gone now though. Probably a bit of steam. Let's put that down maybe a little bit more. Don't know if it will like that. Maybe just keep it at that for now. I don't think we really need any more than that. I mean, that's getting us up quite nicely at the moment, so don't wanna ruin that. Yeah, hopefully you can hear. I'm actually going to turn that maybe a little bit more now. As that safety valve is slightly quieter. Look at the view there though. You can get that open as well. And you've got the different camera views on the 4F as well. You've even got that view as well, which is nice. There's another train whizzing down. Jubilee. Absolutely flying down. There you go. And we're on the Xbox Series X for this. Cool. Which sort of all the initial videos will be on the Xbox. And then we'll then move on to the PlayStation and give it a go on there when it releases. Lovely. Don't really know what the sweet spot on this one is. I'm assuming maybe 35 or so. But yeah, don't want to overdo the front loco. Don't want it wheel slipping. But should be just fine. We'll just keep it as it is now. And we will eventually get up. Just over a mile. Have we got any trains behind us? If we have, I feel sorry for them. We do not have a train behind us. Not yet, at least. Oh, look at that tiny little station. Yeah, not just yet. Nothing at Miller. Is that Millersdale? Wasn't it Millersdale? Yeah, so nothing yet. In fact, it's only 15 miles an hour anyway up here. So at the moment we're sort of bang on what we should be. Oh, that's because we're coming into the siding here. That's why. I was going to say I didn't think it was 15 before. But these are the new wagons. Looking very splendid, sort of all weathered as well. Sort of that 3D effect as well on the writing. In fact, no, it does come out. Yeah, I thought that was paint or something, but no, it does actually come out. That eye, you can see it. That ICI. Oh, nice little touch to it, I suppose. But imagine doing this in the snow. Ooh, we should do that. I want to do that now. Do it in the snow, see how it performs. That'd be fun. Just over 1 mile to go. Yeah, so when you're doing the 4F services, you will see banking services. But then once you actually get onto the back, I don't think you can actually do... No, I think you can control it. But yeah, but you'll see on the 8F it will say banking services, but you can drive from the 4F end. Just obviously give 2 blasts of the whistle to make sure the brakes release. So quite sort of smart, I suppose, the way they've done that. Proper scene. Oh, look at that. You can really see the inside. The innards of the train. Look at that. That's really cool. Just seeing inside and see how it's all working, all the little things moving. Look at that. These are machines. I mean, they're literally living and breathing creatures, aren't they? Yeah, it's weird to fire and then steam does that. I suppose the smoke goes in and it does steam, and that then does its thing. So it's just amazing how these run. I mean, a massive, metal 900 odd ton. Well, maybe the locals was at 900 tons. Just weird to think this little thing can get moving. It's just so impressive, steam trains. Right, so this is Peak Forest Station. And it wants us to take it sort of to the beginning of the tunnel. Yeah, very, very impressive. Let's get a little screenshot there. Whilst banking up the grade. I mean, look at the steam coming out there as well. It's just great. Right, let's coast it because it does flatten out in a second. It probably wants us to slow down soon as well. Yeah, very impressive. Have that little whistle as well, and the way you can sort of hear it echoing on here as well. There you've got the big sort of the big boy 8F, and then you've got the little tiny 4F at the back. Still doing a good job though. A little bit further along. Very, very impressive though. So I suppose if we hadn't have wheel set, that probably would be about 15 minutes or so. Getting it up that grade. But fun to do though. Although would the 8F actually be able to make it on by itself? We'll have to do some tests, some experiments. Just uncouple the 4F and just leave without it. See if we can get up. I mean, probably just about, but I suppose the 4F just guarantees it will get up. Don't want to sort of risk it or chance it. Well, now we've got to make sure the brakes work fine. That's the next challenge. The brakes. Because we have got red coming up, which is a bit sort of scary. Yeah, right, let's just do full application on that. And fingers crossed, we come to a stop before the signal, which I think we probably should be okay. The brakes are working, and I suppose this then goes back down the hill for the next train, whenever that is. Well, that was exciting. That was actually really good. And then this one then, what does it do after that? Go, hold down, slow. Yeah, that was good. Very, very nice. But yeah, that was a banking service there with the 4F. What did you think? Do put your thoughts in the comments below. But yeah, I spawned in the 8F and then ran back to the 4F and hopped in, so you can do that if need be. So where's it saying we need to go now? It's saying uncouple. I suppose you'd uncouple that and then you then make your way. I don't know actually. Is that for the? Yeah, I think I don't know if you can control this end. If I quickly uncouple that, what would it do? I suppose this might become an AI service. Well, it's not picking it up for this one. It's saying for me to go whole. But yeah, that's the banking anyway. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. And apart from that, have a lovely rest of your day. Big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show off the DLC. It is £29.99, and it will be out when you're watching this. Well, it'll be out now when you're watching this, if you're on consoles, and if a few hours later on the PC, on Epic and Steam. But thanks all for coming in, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.